Okay, for this week's Fit Tip, we are talking about shoulder health. Now, the shoulder joint is a common area of injury, and I get a lot of questions asked on how can I keep my shoulders strong? How can I avoid injury to the rotator cuff? So I want to go over a couple of exercises that you can use to warm up to help drive circulation to that shoulder joint that typically has poor circulation, okay? So really important, before you start lifting heavy, before you start getting into more dynamic movements, you want to warm up your shoulder joints, okay? So first thing, we're going to go into an external rotation. So I'm using a TheraBand here. I'm just basically putting it around an anchor point. We're going to grab on with the hand, 90 degrees at the elbow. Again, I would use a lighter band as opposed to something with too much resistance here. So chest high, shoulders back. You want to feel the middle of your shoulder blades being squeezed together, okay? And then from there, I'm just simply externally rotating at the shoulder joint. Now again, you can adjust tension based on your ability. It shouldn't be super difficult. I want you to try to get nice full range of motion, and we want to go for about 20 to 25 reps. So higher reps on this one, less resistance, okay? Another key point here, often the elbow will move away from the body. What you can do is you can throw a towel right there underneath the elbow, and that way you're ensuring that you're keeping that elbow locked up aside, because you don't want to get out in this position for your internal or external rotation, okay? Now, secondly, you can do an internal rotation. So I'm simply just going to switch hands here, okay? So now I'm going to add a little resistance with this hand. Elbows locked in. Again, you can use the towel if you need to. And now I'm internally rotating that shoulder joint, okay? So again, blades are squeezed together, shoulders are back. This will be the easier of the two, okay? In terms of your ability, in terms of strength. So I can let on a little bit more strength, a little bit more resistance. And again, about 20 to 25 reps. And there you go, you have a couple of options with TheraBand. I'll show you a couple of options now with dumbbells, okay? So again, we want to go very light for these. So 2.5, 5 pounds, something like that is probably good. I'm gonna get my elbows at about 90 degrees in line with the shoulders, and then I am rotating again, external rotation, straight up. So my lower blades are squeezed together. You don't want to get into a rounded or hunched position. And you're gonna feel that through the shoulders. Let it go down slowly to where you're basically just hanging, and try to come right up to the ears, okay? Level of the ears. All right, again, 15 to 20 reps. Don't go too heavy on that at all. And then one more I'll show you with the dumbbells, just a bent over reverse fly. We're gonna go into palms forward position. So supinating the palms, okay? From there, straight up. So I'm squeezing the shoulder blades together. And warming up everything in the posterior chain there in the upper back of the shoulders. Okay, so those are 4 exercises that you can implement in terms of warm up. I choose 2 of them. And then in terms of after your workout, commonly we are very tight through the flexors, and we are essentially not enough activity and lengthening through the back. So we want to actually loosen up through the front. I'm going to put my hand through the band, okay? Wrap around, and now the band is just basically sitting in my hand. You don't want to grip it, you don't want to over grip on this. You want to keep really relaxed, widen the hand out so the band doesn't come off. And now I'm just going to rotate my shoulder towards the ground, okay? I'm going, my left arm has the band on it, my right leg is forward, and from there I'm adding some tension, and then I'm literally just rotating basically as far as you can go without discomfort, like without pain, back and forth. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit of traction as I'm stretching through the front of the shoulder and the front of the chest. I'd go for about 15 reps, both directions, and then switch sides. So there you have it. Those are some things you can implement on this week's workouts before getting into your shoulder activity, before getting into any heavy lifting. Hope that helps.